Dashly is a platform for SaaS teams. It automates marketing and customer communication. All tools are available within one interface. Dashly helps you manage user journey, find bottlenecks in a funnel, increase conversion rates, and the number of first and repeated purchase. Dashly knows everything about your website visitors and your SaaS users, who they are, where they come from, what they do on the website and within your product, and so on. Dashly collects and analyzes this information so that you can optimize user journey and increase LTV. Let's see how it works. I will now enter the demo website and show Dashly in action. This is a Dashly demo website on WooCommerce platform. I'm in the incognito mode, which means I'm a new visitor to Dashly. There's a chat at the bottom right corner. Let's write hi there. The chat offers to leave an email. I will not do it now, but I will start filling in the form. I'll write my name, but will not hit the submit button. I'm now going to the blog section. We can see a pop-up that offers to leave my email address and be subscribed to the newsletter. Then I'll go to the cart page. A pop-up is asking me whether I need any help. I'm hitting help me, and the chat is inviting me to a conversation. I'm closing the conversation, but still there's a number on the chat showing I haven't read messages. So the chat is again inviting me to start the conversation. Let's visit the My Account page and see what's there. The chat knows my name and draws my attention to it, saying I should fill in the profile correctly. I'm now going to the shop, looking at an item, then I go back to the main page. I'll leave my email address somewhere, not in the right field, but I will not click on the submit button. Then I decide to leave the page. A pop-up is shown offering me a discount. I will close the website, go to my email box, and see the email with an offer and a call to action from the Dashly demo account. So, I've just been a website visitor who has walked through a few pages and left without any traces. Still, I was captured as a lead. Let's go to Dashly admin panel and see how it's been done. Even though I haven't shared my personal information with the website, only clicked on accept, Dashly tracked my name and the email address, and the lead card has been formed. I'm opening it, and we can see that all actions I did on the website are recorded in my card. What's more, I can see the number of sessions and conversations along with the properties such as location, first source, and device type. If we go to the leads section and open my card, we can see the same along with the detailed events and conversation history. I'm also falling under certain segments. Dashly initiated the communication with me based on my actions. When I entered the blog page, it offered me to leave my email address so that I could be converted from a website visitor to a lead. When I tried to leave the website, Dashly drew my attention to a special offer. Again, I was asked to share my email address. What I did next was leaving my email in a random field. As you see, Dashly captured the email address and added it to my card. That's how I received an email. Let's go back to the admin panel and find my message in chat. I am opening the inbox and see my hi message. The inbox section also shows my brief lead card with the name, segments, and properties. I can type in the reply or choose it from the saved answers. When the conversation is closed, a user will be asked to rate the operator. The rate is shown in the closed conversation. So, Dashly tracks every single step a visitor takes on the website. Based on these events, Dashly initiates communication and leads website visitors down the funnel. Let's see how it works in real time. I'll enter the website again in the incognito mode. Let's have a brief look at other sections of Dashly. Dashboard shows how Dashly has been working over a certain period of time, the number of active visitors, captured leads, initiated conversations, and messages sent. You can always check the funnel to see the conversion rates, overall and between the steps of the funnel. It shows the bottlenecks and gives you insights about what should be improved and where to start the communication with visitors and users. For example, tell them about a key feature of your product or show them what value of your product they can get. To check the effectiveness of operators, you can always open a conversation report, general, by operators, channels, and also by support quality. Dashly can also send the information to your favorite services so that you can get the full picture and improve the metrics. This is a brief description of what you can get right after the installation of Dashly. You will get to know your website visitors immediately, see who they are, where they come from, what they do on your website or within your service. So, in general, Dashly leads a website visitor through the funnel, converts a visitor into a lead, then into a customer. It also activates a lead into the product, delivers the value based on the actions that leads do, activates into key features, and increases retention rate. Now let us walk through Dashly and see its features, how to set up Dashly, and what value the features can bring to your business. Once you sign up in Dashly, it will offer to charge your application up to 100% power. The battery, which serves as onboarding, offers 6 steps. Step 1 is an essential step. Dashly won't be able to work on your website without the script installed. Click on the script to copy it and then paste the script before the closing head tag. Alternatively, if your website is built on WooCommerce, you can add Dashly as a plugin. When you add Dashly script to your website, don't forget to check if the script is installed. Click here and Dashly will tell you if you are ready to proceed further. Once the script is installed, you will see the chat on your website. As the next step, Battery offers the chat settings. Choose the option for chat visibility, whether it should be always visible only when there is a conversation, or hidden. Then proceed to the chat widget settings. Choose the icon, animation, background color, and write the caption in the chat widget. You can also connect the links to the social networks, Facebook, Telegram, or Viber. This section offers to choose the position of the chat on your website along with the chat widget indent from the borders of website window. Next, set the name of your chat and write a friendly greeting. Enable the support team evaluation for further analysis of how visitors and users are satisfied with the operator's support. The evaluation has 3 options. If not satisfied or the answer is acceptable, then a visitor may leave a written feedback. The right background can make the chat look seamlessly on your website. Tick the sound notifications if you want to draw maximum attention to your communication. Set how your chat will look like and what it will say when you are online and offline. You may not be always available for the chat support, so the chat should make it clear to visitors and users. Dashly divides the conversations into new, solved, unanswered, and missed questions. Your team can set the time delay for a question to be considered as solved. The last thing to configure in this section is the timeout before sending a conversation duplicate via email to the lead. The lead will either go back to your website to continue the conversation, or the lead may reply via email and continue talking to you via that communication channel. Dashly doesn't limit you on the number of operators. You can invite all your team, customer support, customer success, sales managers, marketing departments, analysts, team leads. They all can use metrics from Dashly and its features. Invite new operators over email. Set their username and the internal one, profile picture, email address and campaigns, and access rights, operator, admin, or super admin. When sending emails to your leads, email campaigns, or auto messages, you can choose a sender. For example, when sending a newsletter, it may be sent from a marketer. Onboarding emails may come from customer success team. Special offers may be sent from salespeople. This all depends on the structure of your business. Step 5 invites you to connect Dashly with other communication channels. All communication with your website visitors and users will be in one window in Dashly. Operators will not get distracted between several open windows or even devices. Hit the Connect button and you will see the detailed instruction on how to connect the social network or email to Dashly. The final step is an essential one. Configure data collection here. If you want email addresses to be collected in any field of the website, then tick here. This step also shows what is better to configure for e-commerce and for SaaS. Now we're done with the battery. The essential settings are configured. When Dashly is installed on your website, you'll see a live chat on every page of it. Dashly can be used as a tool for customer support and customer success. You will always stay in touch with your website visitors and users to increase customer satisfaction rate. I'm dropping a message in chat and it immediately appears in the inbox section. You can assign the dialect to yourself by replying to the conversation. You can send a saved answer and save your time typing in a commonly sent reply. If the question is out of your competence, assign it to your teammate. Add a note visible to administrators only. The operator can see what a lead is texting in real time. There's also a brief lead card shown on the right of the inbox section. The lead immediately falls under certain segments if the segments have been previously configured. You can attach a file if words are not enough for the communication. And don't forget about emojis. These always help you to show emotions and express the feelings. A conversation may get into a configured channel automatically, or it may be put in a channel manually. You can share the link to the conversation with your teammates, which is useful when discussing an issue. There's a quick link to the conversation history. It shows all previous communication with the lead, not only the conversations in chat, but also emails sent and pop-ups shown. Close the conversation if the issue is solved, or hold it. Dashly will remind you when it's time to resume the communication. When the conversation is closed, Dashley will ask the lead to rate the operator. The evaluation rate will be shown in the conversation. Tags will help you to find the conversation within one click. Inbox shows all conversations and unanswered ones a click away. Dashley can show only unanswered conversations. Filter the conversations by operators and tags, or show open, held, or closed conversations. You can also search through the conversation by words. If brief information on the right about a website visitor is not enough, open the leads card with detailed event and conversation history. Any conversation can be opened in a separate window. Dashley is all for omnichannel communication. You can connect Viber, Facebook, Telegram and Mail to Dashley and always stay within one window of one device. If you have a variety of segments you pay attention to, create an additional channel for the conversations with users from this segment. To create a channel, click on plus, then Create a channel. Opt for email channel if you'd like to configure email forwarding, then follow the instructions shown. If you opt for your channel, then you will be able to create a channel with certain access rights. And conversations starting on a certain page will fall into this channel. Or the conversations with certain audience. To find more information about what audience is, check the configuration of leads section. Different auto-replies work in chat when your team is not available. To configure auto-replies, go to Settings, Auto-replies. There are 5 options for auto-replies: a general reply, work time, lunchtime, nighttime and weekend. General reply, if enabled, is always sent after a fixed timeout. It may also collect leads if the reply has a form with an email or a phone number. Auto-reply may be also a text, without a form collecting information. Auto-replies can be also configured by days and time. Set the work time and weekend days. Chat settings can be also changed in the Settings section. That's where you can also add saved chat responses. Go to Conversation Report to check how effective your support team is. See the number of new, solved, unanswered, and missed questions. Analyze workload by hours and time of response. Summary data by operators shows the performance of an individual operator. You can also check the statistics by channels. The support quality tells you how website visitors and users are satisfied with operators' answers. Any reports can be built over a certain period of time. Live section shows who's online on your website. This section is not updated automatically. When you click on 2 arrows, you get the up-to-date information. Click on a visitor or a lead, and you will see the event history. By default, Dashly tracks such events as session started, UTM parameters detected, started a chat conversation, communication message sent, read, replied to the message, followed a link in the message, unsubscribed from emails. Let's see how to configure the tracking of other events your website visitors and users may do. Go to Tracking, Tracking Master. Dashly offers to configure 4 basic options: page visit, scrolling to the bottom of the page, click on the elements, and input field filling. Page visit tracks the event of visiting a certain page. To configure that, simply paste the URL of the page. You may include the subpages, and then the visit of all subpages will be tracked as the same event. You can set the delay, and the event of the page will be recorded only after the set time lag. You can also add properties to be recorded in this event. Add the name of the event and the description if needed. Scrolling to the bottom of the page is configured absolutely the same way. Click on the element event tracks the clicks users do on your website. This event needs a CSS selector. We prefer Select a Gadget. Go to the website, click on the element, and make it contrasting with the other element. The contrasting elements are color red. The one that you need must be colored green. Copy the symbols and then paste these back to Dashly. Different pages may have one and the same CSS selector. Specify whether a certain page contains the element you are interested in for tracking. Give a name to the event along with the description if necessary. Input field filling is configured the same way. That is it. We are done with the basic options. We always advise checking everything yourself. Go to your website and do the events, and see how these are recorded into your leads card. Advanced Tracking Master helps to record any triggered event into a leads card, or add properties after the event is triggered. The advanced options are closely connected with the programming skills. Check the documentation to see the articles for developers. These require coding skills. Auto-tracking enables the collection of all email addresses on your website if an email address is written in any field. Turn this option on with the tick. Showing a pop-up to those who leave a website is a very popular campaign triggered by a page leave event. Integrations connect Dashly with your favorite services. The list of integrations has 4 blocks, which are communication, CMS, analytics, and DIY integrations. Email, Facebook, Telegram, and Viber integrations connect the communication channels with Dashly so that you can stay within one window of one platform. Your customers may send you messages via Facebook while you communicate with them over Dashly. If you integrate Slack and Zendesk with Dashly, then Dashly will send messages to these platforms. You can create a ticket from the conversation by typing the /command /Zendesk and then the text of the problem. The ticket won't be created without the text. Dashly will automatically add the link to this customer and the conversation in which the ticket was created, so you will have a possibility to return to it. After the integration with Slack, notifications from Dashly will get into your Slack. These notifications are the events website visitors and users do on your website. For example, our team has such notifications as started a new conversation, so that we don't miss a new communication and make our customers satisfied with fast support. The integration with WooCommerce allows to transfer the data about your store visitors' events and properties from WooCommerce to Dashly. Analytics integrations get data from Dashly. Actually, Dashly sends the information to the third-party application so that your metrics are accurate. DIY integrations allow customization. For example, you can always use Zapier to integrate Dashly with any other service not added to the list of ready-made integrations. Now, when we have the events tracking configured, let's see how these work with the leads collected. All leads captured on a website form electronic CRM. It tracks all visitors and their data for simple segmentation and nurturing. It's got all leads card with detailed events and conversation history, and lead properties. The card also shows what segments a lead belongs to. On the right, we find conversation history, the emails and pop-ups sent to this lead, along with the conversations in chat. All events are grouped, and you can quickly find the one that you need. You can also initiate communication with this lead right from the leads card, send a message to chat, and the user will see it when back to your website. Show a pop-up, which again will be on the screen when the lead visits your website, or send an email. All types of messages can be composed right here. You can also refresh the leads card to get the up-to-date information, as the card is not updated automatically in real time. If you and your colleague are discussing something about a particular lead, just copy the link to the card for a quick share. Different visitors come to your website, and different users work with your product. They take different actions on your website and within your service, so better talk to them about what they are interested in. Personal communication depends on segments, which are formed with lead properties and lead events. For example, you are running a special offer to those who are from the US. In lead properties, choose country, then equals, and then write United States. Dashly forms a list of leads who fall under this criteria. Tick the leads you want to address, or select them all. You can also specify one more property, for example, email address. Then tick all leads. Apart from communication, you can add tags to the leads, export them, send email subscription confirmation, or hide these leads. Let's try sending them a pop-up. We can form it right here or insert the contents from the template. Pop-ups can be created with the help of a pop-up editor or pop-up builder. It is possible to change the message type. I can send the message right now or schedule the sending. Not Not only leads properties help you form the audience. Lead events are here as well. Choose an event and then the criteria for forming the list of leads. Events can be defined by the number of performances, date of the first or last event. When created, any segment can be saved. You can later use a segment when sending manual messages or launching an auto message. Also, the name of a segment is displayed in a leads card when a lead matches the criteria of a segment. Apart from segments, you can add tags to leads. Tag is a special mark which you can add to a lead or group of leads, so you can easily find them and segment in future. The difference between segments and tags is that tags do not change dynamically and are to be set manually. You can include and exclude tags during segmentation. Segmentation and tags help you to address the right people. Later, you can always check the report on the manually sent messages. The campaign report page is the list of all messages sent. You can look at all of them or show a certain type of messages. A report gives you the statistics on how many messages were sent or bounced, who read the message, who replied to it, who clicked on the link in the message, who unsubscribed from your campaigns, and who marked as spam. The visitors page shows a more detailed report. Dashly offers 3 types of communication: a message in chat, a pop-up, and an email. Communication can be initiated straight from the leads section. Choose a segment or format. Tick the leads you'd like to address and choose a type of message. Form it right here. You can send a message right now or schedule. Not only manual messages can be sent in Dashly. Auto messages make communication with your leads autonomous. For example, you can automatically collect personal information, and that's how you will collect leads. With the help of auto messages, you can send automated welcome emails and onboard new users into your product. Activate users into your key features based on their actions, or help them understand the product. And return those who show early signs of churn. Auto messages are based on trigger, segment, and timeout. Let's see how to create an auto message. Choose the trigger. Trigger is an event, an action a website visitor or a lead takes. When this action is performed and audience conditions are satisfied, then the auto message will be sent. Timeout is a sending message time delay. Set up the time lag for an auto message to be sent. The countdown starts right at the time when the trigger event is completed. Additionally, you can specify at what period of time the message must be sent. Then set the audience. Divide your leads into segments to initiate communication with the right audience. A segment is a group of leads unified by the same properties or events. The segment may satisfy all conditions set below or any of them. It may be even one condition to be met for the auto message sending. The sending settings ask you to choose the resending frequency, the control group, and the visitor status. Your message will be sent only once if you choose the option Send only one time. If you choose the option Not less than N time, then auto message will be sent to a visitor again if they don't reply to the auto message within a fixed time period. Control group is a number of leads who will not receive this auto message. The group of leads will show whether the behavior of leads depend on this auto message or not. Leads will be chosen randomly by Dashly. Also, you may set if the message shall be sent only to those who are online or sleeping, means the website is open but there is no activity, offline, or any of the statuses. Click doesn't matter in this case. Next, form the message. It can be a chat message, a pop-up, or an email. The content can be also inserted from a template. The preview on the right shows how a message will look like for a lead. First, let's look at the chat messages. You can run an A/B test and create two alternatives for any auto message. Later, compare the results to understand which communication is more effective. A message in chat can have a link in it, a picture, a video, and you can make the message more personalized by adding name, email, or phone number, which means if Dashly knows this property of a lead, then the property will be added into the message. You can also add a button to the message. Color can be changed with the help of HTML, and actually you can compose the message with the help of HTML. Don't forget to switch off the code view so that the message is saved. Now let's see what type of pop-ups we can create with Dashly. There are two types of pop-ups: small pop-up, which is shown on the right of the website screen, or a big pop-up, which is shown in the middle of the screen. A pop-up is formed the same way as the chat message. It may also have an answer type, text, leave an email, or phone number option, and a button. The same way as with the chat message, I will create an A/B test, one small pop-up and one big pop-up. To make the pop-up look more stylish, use the pop-up builder. Pop-up builder allows to create nice-looking pop-up windows that will attract every website visitor and are likely to encourage them to interact. You can add text, fields, buttons, and images to your pop-up, as well as backgrounds and columns. And the main advantage of it is that it's fast, without developers and designers. Next step is setting the goal of the message. A goal is the key action you expect the lead to perform. Some lead actions can bring income to your company. If a message leads to such action, select it as a goal. You can also define the timing for this key action to be done. Let us also see how to form an email auto-message. An email is formed right here, the same way. The email can be also formed with HTML code. Set the subject line, form the content with the text, links, pictures and buttons, and choose the sender. Again, I will launch A/B test and create one more email. As the email that I formed invites the lead back to the admin panel, I will choose the event admin panel visited as a goal, and I expect the goal to be achieved within 5 days from the moment the lead reads my email. Check everything at the final step, give a name to this auto message, and put it in a folder if needed. Additionally, you can create the events for this auto message chain. If this message has been sent, read, answered, clicked on, or the lead unsubscribed from your campaigns. The created events will serve as a trigger for other auto messages you will configure. This is how you may continue the interaction with the leads based on their reaction. The auto messages section shows the list of created messages. The list can contain all active or paused auto messages. Different folders can be created for your convenience. You can also quickly check the conditions of an auto message sending right on this page. The list of auto messages can be built based on the message type. When the auto message is on, you will definitely be eager to see how it's working, how effective it is. Each auto message has a report. A brief report is displayed right on the auto message page. You can see the number of how many times the message has been sent, and the number and percentage of those who read the message, replied to it, clicked on a link in the message, unsubscribed, and how many times the goal has been reached. Click on the report button and you will see the detailed report on the auto message. It starts with your general report, then you specify the time period, and check the dynamic with the help of a graph. Below you can find the message preview. If there is A/B test running, you can check how two options have been performing. Visitors page is a detailed table with leads and their actions with a particular auto message. You can also check the control group. The report is built over a set period of time. Dashly also offers ready-made auto messages. Click on the template and adapt the message to your business. If none of the templates suits your business plans, create your own auto message from the scratch. You can always add more auto messages to the templates and use them whenever you need. If you are not sure when it's better to talk to visitors and users, build a funnel. Funnels in Dashly give you insights about bottlenecks in user journey. A step of the funnel equals the key actions that users take on your website. You can build unlimited number of funnels to check the conversion rates for any activities. For example, subscription to a blog, activation in a feature, repeat purchase, whatever is important to the growth of your business. The step of the funnel can be segmented. Click on the step of the funnel and choose an event property. For example, let's apply segmentation based on number of sessions started, device type, or screen resolution. The report shows the table with the next steps. Click on Create a funnel. A step of the funnel is the event. choose it from the drop-down list. Additionally, you can choose the event property. You can also add another event here. Click on Add one more funnel step to set the next action a lead takes on your website or within a product. You can set unlimited number of events for the funnel. Give a name to your funnel and then click on Create a funnel. It shows the conversions between the steps and the overall conversion. Set the time period, and the funnel will show the conversion over the defined period of time. Another tool for analytics is the event report. Choose an event or several of them. Then specify if you'd like to get the information on the number of events or the unique visitors. Drag the slider to see the graph over the period of time. The event report will show you how statistics on the number of events or unique users change over the time period. You can always change the settings we went through in Battery. Open Settings. General settings show the status of your application and the date when it was created. You can change the company name, the website address, and the time zone. Choose the option for chat visibility, whether it should be always visible, visible only when there is a conversation, or hidden. Then proceed to the chat widget settings. Choose the icon, animation background, color, and write the caption in the chat widget. You can also connect the links to the social networks, Facebook, Telegram, or Viber. This section offers to choose the position of the chat on your website along with the chat widget indent from borders of your website window. Next, set the name of your chat and write a friendly greeting. Enable the support team evaluation for further analysis of how visitors and users are satisfied with the operator's support. The right background can make the chat look more seamlessly on your website. Tick the sound notifications if you want to draw maximum attention to your communication. Set how your chat will look like and what it will say when you are online and offline. You may not be always available for the chat support. Dashley divides the conversations into new, solved, unanswered, and missed questions. Your team can set the time delay for a question to be considered as solved. The last thing to configure in this section is the timeout before sending a conversation duplicate via email to the lead. The lead will either go back to your website to continue the conversation, or the lead may reply via email and continue talking to you via that communication channel. The script for the installation can be always found here. Copy the script and paste it before the closing head tag. Don't forget to check if the script is installed on the website. If you are using WooCommerce, install Dashley as a plugin. Saved chat responses can be always added in the corresponding section and later be used during communication with leads and users in chat. When sending emails, you can choose a sender that suits better the subject of the email. Add a sender for the right communication. To be GDPR compliant, include a bar on your website to notify about the use of cookies and a checkbox asking for the consent to collect data in pop-ups. There's also a recommendation on the inclusion of the double opt-in function. Double opt-in is an additional subscription confirmation to a newsletter. You can include a notification about personal data collection under every pop-up, triggered and manual. give a link to your privacy policy, and activate the checkbox where visitors should put a check mark in order to answer the pop-up. If you want to add one more website to Dashly, go to Profile Settings and click on My Websites. Click on Add a Website, then choose its type. Add the website address and the company name. Information about your profile, email address, phone number, and Skype ID, along with the added website information, is found in Profile page. And the next section is where you can always change the password. Don't miss any conversation that falls into the inbox. Enable notifications to be sent over desktop, push notifications, and email. Dashly mobile application can be downloaded for iOS device and for Android. If you need more help with setting up and configuration based on your business plans, schedule a demo session, and Dashly customer support success specialist will walk you through and assist. To switch between your websites, choose a website from the drop-down list. Notifications can be found on the right of the battery. If you'd like to talk to Dashly support, you can always drop a message in the chat in your admin panel. Dashboard displays the main metrics of Dashly. There are graphs built over a set period of time. These show new active visitors, new leads collected, new conversations, the number of auto messages, and manual messages sent. You can always check your subscription status in the subscription section. That's where you can also see the number of unique users collected and emails sent. This affects your subscription plan. You're welcome with any of your questions about the platform on Dashly website. Dashly offers 14 days of free trial. The written instructions on configuration are also found in Dashly knowledge base. Install Dashly and start growing your business.